everybody, welcome back to our channel. It's your girl Bex.
And I'm Carly.
And we're bringing you content designed to unlock your mindset and your actions to be limitless. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And like we always say, ring the bell notification. So firstly, we just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who has subscribed. You've helped us hit our first milestone of 100 subscribers, not only on our YouTube channel, but also on our Instagram page at Be Limitless on IG. So thank you again. Stay tuned to the end of this video where we will announce what we're giving away for our 100 subscribers. So last week we touched on disability inclusion and valuable 500, where we discussed some of the invisible disabilities, and this week we're going to discuss some more of the visible disabilities, and we have a great success story that we can't wait to introduce, which Carly will do the honor.
All right, so yeah, exactly as Beck said, this person is incredible and I'm super excited to talk about her today. We are going to be going into a bit more detail on Collette Divitto. So a bit about Collette then. So she was, Collette, a young woman born in 1990 with Down syndrome, has been creating her own recipe for cookies for fun. But after rejection over and over again when applying for a paying job and being told she had great skills, was always told the same thing: she was not a good fit. Collette was determined to open her own business and try to earn a living on her own. Collette, a very tenacious young woman, despite any disability, was off to show people how able she is and how others like herself can be great value to their community. Collette has created a global movement and is known by many throughout the world. Her response to all this new unintentional fame is, why are people so surprised? Collette travels around the country to share her inspiring story and constantly encourage people to focus on their abilities rather than what they can't do. She speaks to audiences of hundreds to thousands and has decided she needs to use her platform to create change and to help the non-disabled population to see abilities and start including and employing people with disabilities more and more. It pains Collette to know 82% of people with a disability that are capable of work cannot find paying jobs, which means they cannot live independently. With every cookie sale Collettes has, Collette is one step closer to offering yet another employment opportunity to her company. And with every cookie sale, Collette is also one step closer to her call to action plan that she insists on leading with her documentary. This plan is to represent her community in Washington, D.C. with a written employment policy for adoption. She has been referred to as one smart cookie and one tough cookie. In 2018, Collette started a non-profit, Collette's Leadership Org, that offers mentoring, workshops and classes to empower and educate people with a disability. So this week is Collette Divitto.
And you know what, like, I'm not gonna lie, when I was researching her, I was getting I genuinely, so I did a little bit of research for a few hours and I genuinely was in tears when I was writing, because it's so sad. Like, so just a bit of a backstory. Her mum never told Collette that she was different. She was empowering her in not telling her different, that she was the same as everybody else. But guess what? When you go to school, that's a different kind of story. We already know that we get bullied just for the way that we look, the way that we dress, if we've got holes or anything like that. So at school, yeah, maybe she was coming across a little bit different to the rest of the class. And it wasn't until when she was in 4th grade, I believe, and sorry if that's incorrect, but it wasn't until she was in the 4th grade that somebody started calling her Down syndrome. She had Down syndrome. And she had to go home and ask her mum, like, why am I being called Down syndrome? And then that's when her mum had to explain to her that, yeah, she was different. And from that moment on, and this really got me, from that moment on, she put her whole life mission to fit in and to be accepted. And I just think that everybody needs to raise their awareness, because who says you can't? Do you get what I'm saying? How dare you project yourself onto me? I'm able, you know? And some of these disabilities that people are, you know, suffering from, like, we shouldn't we should just not disrespect people and just take people for as they are. And yeah, that's when someone was a child, right? And I can accept that, you know, kids are very just naive and very just open, right? They just say from their mind, there's no filter. But yeah, I mean, props to her mum on, you know, allowing her to have that freedom to just go and be free and do the normal things that everybody else would do, right? But it is really, that was really a powerful message. And I think that's where initially she's got her drive from, because she doesn't believe that she's different. She doesn't think that she should be any different. And that's powerful.
I totally agree. Like you say about her mum, like, just not to draw that on the fact, like you say, because if you immediately go, by the way, you're different, but you can do everything. She didn't even sow that seed into her head. It was just, you're like everybody else and you can do what you want. And I think I think it was like high school or whatever, she didn't have loads of friends or whatever. It's when she went to college, that's when she really, like, she started hanging out more. She was being involved in more things, and that's when she really came out of her shell. And then she wanted to live on her own, and that was why, you know, she wanted to look for work so she could be independent. But everywhere she went, she didn't fit in. Like, imagine being the person on the end of that, writing that you don't fit. What a cop out. What, like, it's so sad. You've got no reason behind it. And if, honestly, I don't even know what to say about it. It's just awful to go through that.
And you know what's mad about all of that, right? Is that she thrived in college and she graduated early. You know what I mean?
It's supposed to be a 3-year program, wasn't it? And she did it early or something.
She graduated early. She did everything that she had to do. And it goes back to like where we said about Alex Scott, right? And this is not disability, but just like making sure that you are qualified and you are actually, you know, I'm qualified to apply for this position. I'm qualified to be here and to say that I should be on this path. But yet the world rejects you. That is just wild. You know what I mean? Yeah. And how disheartening for a person, and how like demoralizing it is for a person that you're telling me that I don't fit in because I look a bit different to you, or it's crazy. It's wild. Honestly, it's wild. I don't know,
absolutely wild. But you know what? I think it just shows again the type of person she is. Like you say, had a hobby and was like, okay, well, I'm gonna bake my cookies. And then the boldness, like, we know people that sell and make stuff, and like, I personally, I don't have it in me to go to, like, if I sold a product, I'd be so shy to go to a shop and go, oh, would you consider selling it? She goes there, try this cookie, they loved it, started selling it for her, and boom, it just went from there. I think she started her company, she was 26. She's now, I think she's 30 now. She got 15 employees. 2 of them interns. I'm pretty sure her mum works for her as well, actually.
Yeah, her mum said that she's probably been fired by her 7 times.
She's sold over 1 million cookies so far. And I think in 1-2 week span, she had like 30,000 orders all across the country, even shipped to Canada. Like, it's just incredible. And it's also really nice to see, like, being able to turn a hobby into a business. You're in a situation, you've got, hang on a minute, I want to be independent, I want to get a job. The world has said no, so it's like, well, screw you, I'll do it myself then. And she has, and now she's paving that way to help other people and also show other businesses, you don't need to say no. You're saying no for no reason. Understand the disability or whatever else, and see, well, what is it that might be a challenge, and how can we overcome it? There's always a way around things, always.
And you know what? Like, going back on what our mission is, we want you to, sometimes when the world says no, you have to say yes. You have to be the driving force behind yourself.
100%.
We say, be limitless. That is literally take the lid off and go for it. You sometimes have to be your own hype person.
Yeah.
You have to believe in your damn self. Simple and as easy as that. And you have to go fearlessly and courageously in the vision and the direction of your dreams. And like I said, for her, she's a visionary and she's
Yeah.
got vision. Her goal is to work with Ben and Jerry's.
That was incredible when I read that.
And this is the thing, get yourself a vision board. We spoke about this in our early videos. Everything you want, think it, affirm it, achieve it, shout out to Grow Daily. Write down exactly 100%. What you want in your life.
And when.
Exactly.
Specific.
Put a timeline on it. And guess what? If you try to condense that time as well, so if you say 2022, guess what? Go all out for 9 months instead of 12, or 6 months instead of 12.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you'll be so much closer. You may not hit the goal, but you'll be so much closer. You have to go for it. We're going for it. This is all the way out of our comfort zone, but we're going for it. And I just think that everyone needs to pay attention to the invisible, the visible disabilities, and be kinder to people, because people are genuinely really just suffering in general. You know what I mean? And it's just like, stop the segregation. And that's for disability, mental health, race,
gender, everything.
The world would be so much a better place, you know what I mean? And that's my rant over, but I got a bit passionate.
But like you say, like, it's setting that goal, but you've got to grind and work hard for it as well. And how do you level yourself up? So she had to go away and she went and attended classes because she didn't know about running a business. Most people don't, so don't feel like you've got to get, I've got to have this. I can't do this until that. We used to do it. We'll do this. We were terrible.
Honestly,
we'll start that once we've done this. We'll do that. Why? Just grab a camera or your phone and get on with it. It's crazy. And
I'm using my laptop. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even have a camera yet. Like, and I can't even tell you how much we procrastinated, and we had weekly meetings. Like, we're open, we're honest. We had weekly meetings and nothing was getting done. Let's be honest.
Just ideas.
Just pure ideas, which is a fundamental. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. But I don't know, like Colette, she's just gone out there. She's not stopping. She thought, do you know what? Like I said, the world says no, but I'm going to say yes to me, and I'm going to go and 100%. Get it.
Set a website up. She made business cards. She then bought her ingredients. She learned how to write invoices. And now look, she's shipping all over the country. She's known everywhere. I think she makes dog treats as well. It's not just cookies. So there you go. She's expanded the scope of her business as well. Like you said, to work with Ben and Jerry, she wants her cookie in their ice cream. Like, when I read that, I was like, I love you so much. Like, yes, incredible, absolutely incredible. And just continuing to create more jobs within the company for people with disabilities. And as I said, showing companies, you don't have to be afraid of people with disabilities. They are able as well. So I think she's incredible.
Sometimes I think companies need to take it away from that productivity part, right? Because guess what? You're talking about diversity and inclusion. Well, guess what? That is diversity and inclusion. It's not all about maybe people are not going to be the fastest. They're not going to get it as quick as maybe somebody else. But does that mean that they can't do the job? Or does it just mean that they're going to take a little bit longer?
Yeah.
Or does it just mean that you need to make some changes to the way that the setup is, the tables, and making it more like wheelchair accessible, for example?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't say no to people, man. Give people a shot. If they're qualified and they can do the job and they've proven to you
they'll get it done.
Experience, there's absolutely no reason why you should treat people differently.
Totally agree. I'm super excited to see what happens with her business, and definitely one we will keep.
Expands into the UK.
Sorry?
I hope she expands into the UK.
Yeah, imagine it could turn it into a franchise. Who knows what? Yeah. Opening up stores all over the place. I'm so excited to see that, and I'll definitely keep an eye on her and just see her journey, because she's doing incredible things. And some quotes from Colette that we want to end on are just so inspiring. So she said, "I want to inspire others who also have disabilities to follow their dreams. My advice is to focus on your abilities rather than your disabilities. My top tips for success are to work hard, be respectful of everyone, and never give up on your dreams. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
All right, so that's the end of our video. Thank you so much for tuning in. And just to touch on our giveaway, so we're super excited for our 100 subscribers. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for being part of our first part of our journey and being a part of our community that we're growing. So our giveaway, what is it going to be? We're giving away a thank you box. So it's as simple and as easy as that. So we've got merch in there, and guess what? We're not just giving it away to one person or 2 people, but 3 people. You will be the first 3 people to get Be Limitless Global merch. And then we will also drop in some more things that are motivational to us and what we think will be impactful to you as well. So in order to enter, you need to definitely read our description as well as head over to our IG, and you will have all of the details there. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I've been your girl, Bex.
And I've been Carly. Thank you so much for listening in to this week's episode, and we will see you next week.
Peace.